Hello everybody and welcome back to the weekly D&D stream here on the Gamehouse Twitch page and the Cast Iron Comics YouTube channel. My name is Chandler Angle. I am your DM, your UM, your host for this ongoing series. Welcome back to the World of Astaria. I am joined by almost all my crew this week. Unfortunately, we've had our stoic Goliath barbarian leader sit out for this week. Totally fine. Hope he's doing all right. Other than that, I am joined by the rest of the cast. We have my brothers Braxton as Aragon, the Dragonborn fighter. My brother Chase as the Tiefling rogue peacekeeper. The dynamic duo of Robert and Marie as, respectively, Robert is Brevin, the Elven gunslinger, and Marie, last but not least, is the gnomish sorceress, star child, Mina. Guys, welcome back this week.
Ooh.
Hi.
Good to be back.
Bang, bang.
Absolutely good.
Last we left off, the group had finished sort of events over a course of 5 days after being told they'd be sent on a rather globe-trotting adventure to look into the recent attack upon the city, being let known that not only was there a giant adamantine dragon threatening the city with a horde of undead, there were also some other outside villains that were cohorting with the dragon. Upon that, the group sought to getting themselves prepared, Revan having a second gun made, Vanith selling off some items, Aragon, Peacekeeper, accompanying Vanith, just keeping him company, Mina getting some more magical items, as well as getting in touch with a quote-unquote, somewhere between friend and associate magic shop owner before he left the city. And at the end of the session, they had said their goodbyes to the people at the tavern, and then they had begun their adventure with the NPCs Stremin and Arrakis joining them. They were able to make it through almost a full day's journey, getting between the towns of... I had the town name written down. Where did that go?
Astaria, I believe.
No, that's the nation. That's the planet. Astaria is the planet. Gilitra is the nation. Yes, they made it from the capital city, Gilitra. They went through the large town of Kaskan, and they are now currently headed to the border town of Zeltran. However, it is approaching nightfall rather quickly. They are all in the cart. Let me just switch the screen over to the cart cam. As everyone is sitting in the cart. If anyone wants to ride co-pilot with Stremin as he's sort of, driving the cart, they can say that now if they want to.
Put SAD up there.
Good call.
Unfortunately, I'm going to go ahead and say the dinosaur can't ride co-pilot with the driver.
Call shotgun.
Smallest person should probably sit there.
I thought it's SAB.
Did you say the smallest? Are you kicking me out of the cart?
Yeah, the smallest person should get the walk out of the
Really?
car.
Wait, wouldn't it make more
Sizes.
sense for the biggest, though, so that then we have more room?
There's no way I can fit in that seat.
Dude, the Goliath's a little bit taller than you, isn't he?
But he's not here tonight.
Vanith says...
It was a for instance.
Yo, dude.
You can fit it. You can fit.
Vanith
But then
says...
put that big motherfucker in the seat. If he fits in it,
Yeah, I'll sit in the front. I don't care.
Okay, Peacekeeper, you,
Sit on the fucking horse.
Okay, Peacekeeper,
I'll sit on the
matter
horse.
as long as the horse can fucking see.
Peacekeeper, you would sit next to Stremin in the co-pilot seat as you switch
Great.
places with Arrakis.
Yeah, I'm on the horse.
I mean, hold on one second if you really want to do that. Aragon, Vanith kind of turns to you and says, like, yo, dude, I'm, like, a bit bigger than you, but I've sat shotgun before. It's not that big a deal.
Shotgun time.
Your happy ass to the front then.
Well, no, I'm going to hang back for a bit. I'm still going through some stuff. As he still has his hat off.
Who can sit in the back?
Oh.
I am in the back. Anyway, Peacekeeper, excuse me, you make your way to the front, Stremin currently with the reins of the horses. He nods to you as you sit down next to him. Could you give me a perception check?
Yes, I can.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
That's good.
17.
That's how you
yeah.
start.
Roll.
More than good enough, as from a decent distance away as you were approaching this spot, you see a rather kind of pristine-looking pond, like, not crystal clear water, but very bright blue water. Animals around, but they don't seem to be really bothering each other. Even the few insects you kind of notice don't really fly towards you. They're just sort of, peacefully going about their business. The wagon
Okay.
sort of pulls alongside this river as Stremen sort of looks to you. So it's getting pretty dark out. We may either want to try and find a place to make a camp, or we can attempt to try and get to the next town, but we should probably find some place to stop if we can't get there soon. And as he's saying this to you, you see at the rather very nice looking pond, you see a guy sort of like, kind of on all fours looking into the pond intently at a small spot at the pond bank, who then kind of like, as he's getting up, let me roll a perception check for him.
Run him over with the wagon.
Well, he's not in the road, but decent idea.
Could still run him over.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
I
I was
dude,
thinking about shooting him anyway,
this-
so
This
you know.
this guy's taking his time to kind of collect himself, dusting the dirt off of him. Kind of, he doesn't look fancy, but suave is at least a decent way to put it. As you see him just sort of taking his sweet time to get collected.
Okay.
I'd say with a 17, he isn't armed. He's just sort of a guy near a pond.
To say anything to him?
Can I shoot him?
If
Well, I'll shoot in his direction.
Are there any ducks on the lake?
I mean, Aragon, if you want, you can look outside of the
duck?
cart and see if
They
there's ducks.
swim in the lake.
My daddy. Oh,
Holes.
Right.
Gotta love holes.
Fucking holes reference.
Beat it.
Aragon, yeah, if you want, you can look out the back of the cart and see if there's ducks on the lake. Or the pond.
I'm asking you, as the creator of the universe, are there ducks? Because
And I'm
I can say
asking
there are
you,
ducks.
the character, to make a perception check to look outside a fucking window.
You think you can
Why
handle
do
it?
it have to be a perception check?
Because you're looking around for a specific thing.
Oh my god.
Yes.
If anything higher than a 2 should let me know if there's a fucking duck on the
Yes, Aragon. You see a flock of ducks in the pond. That's how this game works. You roll to see if you can find what you want to find, and you found it. A flock of ducks.
Did I see them?
Yes!
Only 14.
You see the ducks. I told you.
God.
You looked out the cart, you see the man, and you see the ducks. Everything's very tranquil, very peaceful.
I love it.
So with this current information, what do you guys do?
Do you take a poll? Do you want to see if we want to keep going or stop by the lake?
Can the rest of us see the person who's
Make a perception check.
Well, I mean,
Do we know they are there?
okay, so currently right now, Peacekeeper knows they're there, Stremen as the driver knows they're there, and Aragon, you also know they're there. All it takes is for one person to turn to the other people and be like, hey, there's a guy. Also, Peacekeeper, you know that Stremen is saying that you should either find a place to pull over.
I remember that, yeah. Well, I would just take a poll of the group, see what they want to do, and go with the majority opinion.
Well, you have to tell us what's going on.
So, do we want to keep going? It's going to be dark soon. Do we want to stop and make camp, or do we want to keep going and see if we can find another place?
We could
Everyone have opinions?
stop, I guess. Does it look safe in this area?
Not really. Also, it's really just foresty, so it's kind of hard to tell.
From experience traveling in, it's a bit hit or miss, kind of 50-50. I think I see men near pond, but you know, that also 50-50. Do I want to stop and ask him for direction, or perhaps
Well-
advice?
I'll just keep going. Well,
Well, we could strike up a conversation and see if he's dangerous or not. If you guys are
If he's a-
feeling risky.
Very well. I will. If you'd like, I can pull over cart or at least slow it down.
That's up to you
let's
guys.
have a conversation with him. Why not? I was
Yeah.
going to shoot him a minute ago, but
Be a
someone wants to talk.
passerby. It could be a looky-loo.
Look at you.
That sounds about right. I'm like,
Be a
Or-
looky-loo.
Aragon, Stremon looks at you and he's like, "Are you making fun of accent?"
That's rude. That's like racist or something.
they would never
Pretty
do
borderline,
that.
right?
That's not what they're about.
I wouldn't say racist. It's rude, but not racist.
Kind
Aragon, please do not.
Speciest. I'm a talking animal.
No, you're not animal. You're dragon person. There's very big difference.
Well,
I don't think there's that big of a
Aw.
difference.
Aragon, you're not an animal. I say B's an animal.
Peacekeeper, you have Stremon kind of elbow you for a second. Like, does he know that like his race is an entire like culture, or is he kind of on the outskirts looking in?
what the fuck his deal is, man?
Well,
Dragon
I
speak.
mean, from what I know, you and him were friends from a long ago, and that's why you got into the group.
I'm just gonna stop you there, guy, because I don't have the answers you.
Wow.
Fair enough.
Right then.
Anyhow, I'm going to slow down Wagon now as he like kind of slowly kind of reins in the horses a bit as you guys like see this guy kind of starting to walk from the pond. He does now notice you naturally as you've slowed down, and I will now place him on the map as he just sort of like
Oh shit!
That
Look at this
average Joe.
motherfucker. We gotta kill him.
as he just sort of
Looks like a normal guy.
he just sort
So
of
they all
like,
say.
notices you guys passing by. Is like, yo. Wait, where does the line go? Oh, well, hail, traveler dudes. Bit late
Oh,
to be
we
out
gotta
right
kill him.
now. Where are you guys heading to? Zeltran?
We gotta kill Kuwabara
Yeah.
here.
Gotta kill him.
He's gotta go.
I can't handle any more of this.
Just
We've only
let's
just
continue
begun.
on. Let's just ignore him and continue.
I
on.
passed. Yeah,
Great.
I
Let's keep the
agree.
wagon
I
moving,
If you
agree.
Trevor.
guys fully want to pass by him, that's totally fine.
Oh, I mean,
Seems to be
No one
some
is that
hesitation.
God.
Kind of seems like he wants us to talk to him. But he has something of.
It is
Worthy-
entirely
worthy to know.
50-50. The idea is if you guys
Okay,
don't want
well,
to talk to
obviously.
him, you'll
It's
simply
obviously not.
guys, here's the full thing. You either talk to this guy or we'll simply re-roll the encounter thing.
It's like someone has already
Alright.
made the move to speak to him.
Let's talk to him.
Alright?
Oh, Revan's
All right.
already out there. Yeah.
if you say anything stupid, one of
Yeah.
us will kill you.
Crossbows on him, ready to go if he makes a move.
It's a bit harsh, but fair enough.
What are you doing out here, man?
I mean, I live out here with my mom and my brother and my dad.
A fourth?
Well, we have a house just around the
Joyce?
way.
I'm
All
Your
right.
mother,
then
brother, and
why-
father's name.
Why are you out here specifically by yourself?
Oh, I was just visiting the wisdom pool.
Wisdom
What the fuck
pool?
is that?
Yeah, this pond
Yes.
right here. It can show you a various number of visions if you're magically inclined.
Guys,
Oh, wow.
Sure, if
Me?
you're high, so
Or
I'm
he's either
magically
stoned or
inclined.
he's full of shit. Let's see what means.
No, no,
Could be
no.
both.
I'm not stoned. Not today. My mom showed me this when I was a kid. It's super dope. You any spell people with you? They can see
Yes.
stuff in the wisdom pool.
Let's
do
see
go.
you
what
like
means.
do you like having a wiener? Because I will shoot it off if you say dope again.
I mean,
Ow.
elf dude, you're being pretty hostile right now. I'm just trying to be nice to
Pushing my
travelers.
mailbox.
He called him an elf,
Like
dude.
you're really throwing off the vibes, man.
Superman syndrome.
I check.
All right, wait, guys,
Okay.
let's think about this. Do we need him anymore now we know about this wisdom pool?
You gotta show us
There's
where
a
it is,
trick
right?
I don't
to
know
it.
how it works.
Yeah.
Let's keep him around for a little bit longer,
I feel
just to
like
see.
you're talking about murdering me in cold blood as I'm standing right next to you.
You got
Yeah.
that right.
Oh, Might be high.
Turns out
but
he's not as,
pretty
turns out
good.
he's not as dumb as he looks.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
There he is.
Are we
All right.
carrying on?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's too
take me
funny.
to this wisdom pool.
Now,
I
because
wanna
of the
see
fact I
this.
didn't draw up a second roadmap, the wisdom pool is. We'll do a basic drawing for it. Yeah, it's. Oh, okay. Didn't change the color to what I wanted. That's great.
Ooh,
Here.
There we go.
Evan or Aragon, you have blue.
There we
oh,
go.
okay.
Oh,
There we
wait,
go.
no, I can change it to.
Here we go. No. Here it is.
Got it.
Just,
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Just had to draw it in real quick. Everyone's drawing the wisdom pool now. That's cool.
Everyone get their own wisdom pool. That's it. Everyone gets their own.
Yay!
As I said, it's a fairly large pond. There are animals
It's
around.
down.
Water's pretty nice for a pond, especially in this area. Someone is literally writing out the word wisdom in grass.
Business. I like it.
I like it.
Bow body.
Hey,
Anyhow, Mina, you
Hey.
stand next to this mysterious person in Revan as you see the kind of like very well kept, very nice pond. What do you
Tell
Tell
do?
me how it works. Tell me
How?
Oh,
why, sir.
You fight
Hanger.
the man?
oh, well, it's
Sure. Just caught him doing a hanger, Sarge.
well, the way my mom used to do it was just kind of like
Shut up,
reading
you
the
mother-
area for the general magics, and then sort of getting near the water and looking into it.
Okay. Alright, I will give it a try.
Go right ahead, dude.
Alright, so what do I need to do?
Um,
Side of the game? Which do I roll?
Stick your head in the
mechanically,
water like an
You
ostrich.
could do a Arcana check to see like what kind of magic, like to see the kind of magics that are there, and then sort of look into the pond, and then you would roll a D100. So if you want to do Arcana check, or if you want to just do a straight D100 roll.
Okay,
Four,
I mean, I already did
okay, 14.
one. Yes.
Shit. All my notes on the types of magic are gone right now.
Oh no!
I don't know where they went. Give me 1 minute as I look at the player's handbook.
I look into the water and I stick my whole face down in the water.
He kind of
I'm
stops
just-
you. He's like, no, you don't stick your head in the water. You look at the water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just hover my
Lion
face
King
like
thing.
an inch over the water.
All right, now since
Yeah.
you're an actual spellcaster, give me a D100 roll with advantage.
All right.
Okay.
Oh,
You may roll.
100. We don't see too often.
Advantage.
Okay. So, is there anything in particular
fuck.
you are looking for mentally, or are you just looking for what comes from the water?
What comes from the water?
Okay, then. With that, you start getting kind of very vivid visions of a land far off to the far east. You see sort of a small village at the bottom of a mountain. And then it sort of slowly starts panning up to that very same mountain. Very prominent in the pool. Sort of a interesting collection of imagery as the mountain sort of seems to allude to some sort of doorway. Some sort of further area beyond this kind of realm. You see small draconic-like creatures sort of clustered around this doorway, confused but guarding it. You see a large open area with the doorway hidden in the back of it as you sort of sit at the edge of this pond looking at this very interesting collection of images, and slowly this mountain sort of starts feeling real to you. A small sort of presence in the back of your mind. Not threatening, but somehow you start feeling the regular sense of your personality sort of starting to question a lot of things you wouldn't think about.
existential pond.
Exactly. You were questioning things on a very philosophical level until
Do that every day.
then you were versed in the idea of madness as you were slowly clutching the idea of a void. At the
You're
very
well
last
versed in
second, you
madness.
kind of start shaking it off, pulling yourself away as you look back to the
Oh,
pond
damn
and
it.
the visions of the mountain sort of ebb away back into a normal pond.
Yeah, I was so close to finally becoming one with the void.
Oh, no,
In time.
Another time.
dude, trust me, void is not a fun thing to look into. Trust me. When I was like 15, I sort of really tried going for that one.
This fucking guy goes again.
What? This is my wisdom pool. Technically, it's my mom's wisdom pool.
I thought this was America.
No, it's
Mom
Astaria,
owned-
jackass.
Mom,
So what happens
owns
if
the
I
pool.
pee in this pool?
Well, no, that's fun. Like, you can do normal stuff in the pond. It'll just kind of purify it.
In the
eventually.
pond normal.
Ew.
What'd you say, white dude?
Peeing in the pond normal.
I mean, if you gotta go, you gotta go. But, you know, most people just kind of go in a bush if they need to.
On these parts, very
Seem
normal.
well versed in the bathroom habits of goers. Is
I
that
mean,
true?
I've lived out here literally most of my life, so yeah, I'm pretty
Said you
used
lived
to
in a cabin.
taking a shit in the woods.
You spend a
tell
lot
me
of
about
time
your
out here?
mother.
Oh, my mom,
Just-
she's one of the priestesses of Paylor in the city. She travels from here and there.
Interesting.
So she's a whore.
Yes.
He kind of looks at you for a second, he's like, "You want to say that again, motherfucker?"
You could have her for the right price.
Ah, so she's a
Priest.
whore.
Unsullied.
Listen, I'm trying to be nice to people. Please don't call my mother a whore, or else I will have to strike you in the face. I don't care about the guns
just
you
be
have
that
in your
fight.
coat. I will punch you.
How about a fist fight between the two of them? For the fun.
Nah, he's
That's
not
like a
worth
good
it.
one.
Someone's scared.
Sounds to me, Revan, like you're scared.
I would second
Say,
that
little-
opinion.
I have 2 guns. I don't really give a shit.
Either way, little
That's
blue
no
girl,
guns,
is this
though.
elf guy usually an asshole to people's mothers, or is that just like...
He's an asshole to everyone. I don't think it matters how they're related to anybody or what gender they are or anything like that. He's
Oh,
It's the
okay.
board.
I guess that's kind of excusable then. Fair enough. Anyhow, if you folks, I'm kind of not inclined to invite you, but if you guys need at least a place to park for the night, my house is literally around the area.
On the area.
I mean, you might kill Revan in his sleep.
Well, no, I don't, I'm not a murderer. Like, I'll call him an asshole, but
Yeah.
I'll at least let him sleep outside. Safer than
There
him
you
sleeping
go.
in the woods.
I mean, I wouldn't complain if you killed him.
I mean,
No.
he has literally 2 guns on him. I don't think I could if I wanted to.
You won't know until you try, huh?
Yeah.
That is a fair point, white man from the
I
cart.
don't know.
Here. Thank you for your generous offer. Let me go discuss with my associates their thoughts.
Sure thing.
Okay, why not?
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Stay with him.
Sure. Okay, cool. Dude, yeah, if you don't mind, we can just, like, park near your house. That'd be totes awesome.
No problem, dude. You guys just follow me. I'll lead you right around the area. It's just on the other side of the kind of hill over here. And he starts
awesome.
walking down the road. Strevin sort of like kind of takes initiative and starts following slow. He's like, "You guys are. I mean, maybe Revan shouldn't be the person to talk to people. He seems very confrontational, but that's just me." And he starts kind of directing the horses to follow the guy. And now,
Still invite us back to their house, so what's the harm?
It just depends on the person, Strevin. That's all.
fair enough. Anyway, you guys sort of are led around. You guys can spawn near where the cart is. You see a moderately nice looking house, actually, kind of built into a hillside. The front part of the cabin, sort of like a traditional hardwood sort of thing. Think of like a combination of a log cabin and Bag End from Lord of the Rings, to where it's like it's built into the hill, but it's also a very common looking kind of cabin.
Adorable. Love it.
Cool
Yes.
beans.
You see that he's let you park the cab or the wagon on the side of the house. Streben is saying like, "I will take care of cabin for the night, or I'll take care of carriage for the night. You guys, if you like, you can go inside, check this place out, see if this guy is as friendly as he says, and we'll be off in the morning."
Who's on the sister?
I mean,
I get a feeling like we should have killed him.
I don't
Seems
know
a
if I
little too
necessarily
nice.
want to stay in his house, but like having a safe place to park, doesn't seem like a bad idea. I might. What do you think?
Well, from personal experience on the road, safe place to park, always good sign. Never want to pass up on the offer of a free meal, but you never want to be too lackadaisical, so just keep your wits about yourself. If he has food that he is willing to share, take it, and
Medium
just
burn.
be careful. Other than that, who
Fuck
knows?
yourself.
Maybe this man's just genuinely
Uh,
nice person. It's rare in this world, but it
Okay.
could happen.
Rather unlikely.
Let's feel it out.
I trust you, Stremond. Thank
Thank
you.
you. I'd like to think I'm well traveled.
Okay.
Well, I did.
Huh.
I traversed 3 nations to get here, so I do think I am well traveled.
Yeah, you made that clear.
Araki sort of just
Alright.
kind of looks around. He's like, I can stay with the cart if you guys want, or I can go with you all. I don't know.
But the purple guy, yeah, we want him with us.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'll go with
Arrakis?
you.
In case some shit breaks out. He's pretty powerful.
Vanathan
It's
is
very
like,
powerful.
I think I'll sit in the cart for a bit. You guys go ahead and check this guy out. If anything happens, just knock 3 times.
On the ceiling.
So Arrakis then hops off the cart. walks-
Okay, I guess I will go in with this dummy.
Aragon and Peacekeeper.
Yep,
if you
and
guys
make
wanna-
sure you insult him a good 5 more times before walking through his door.
Yeah, then it'll be
Please, yeah.
Tourette's. He'll just think
I'm
Revan has
just-
Tourette's.
I'm just waiting to see his mom and see if she's actually a whore or not.
Wow.
Oh,
There.
just you fucking wait.
Oh god.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Where's SAB? There it is.
Why am I extremely afraid?
My spider senses are tingling here. Something's gonna happen.
Oh shit, the plot closed my other laptop. Anyhow, Aragon, go ahead and place yourself on screen.
Can't see anything.
Hold on.
Okay, what are you rest?
Zoom out your
I
screen.
Maybe.
I know I can
Yeah,
see it now. Do you need less asses?
I washed up the other night anyway.
Okay, there you go. So, the human man, sort of like gesturing, like, yeah, come on, follow me. He just sort of walks around to the front of his home, opens up the door. Arrakis follows. SAB sort of like kind of following along too. And with that, he opens the front door. You guys all see the kind of front entryway. Rather plain sort of entry room, rug, place to hang up anything like coats, items, or anything like that. Revan, you step inside and you get a... actually, no, at this point you wouldn't be able to glance into any of the rooms.
I cock both of my guns just in case.
Yo, dude, look,
In
if you like
casers.
guns, that's fine, but you don't need to use them here, man. No one's gonna jump
I
here.
just had an itch, bro. It's okay.
I get that
He said
too.
the same thing.
If it helps you feel better, that's fine then. Just, we don't have many rooms, but y'all, if you want a safer place to make camp, you're more than welcome to sleep in here, sleep out next to the house. My brothers are in the kitchen cooking dinner. You're more than welcome to have a look around just to make sure things are on the up and up, dudes. He just sort of starts walking into the kitchen. or into another part of the house.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna check this here corner.
All right,
Roll.
you've
Yeah.
walked close enough to where you can look into this room. You see just basic dining room. He's sort of sitting down at the table, he's unlacing his boots, just kind of throwing them in the corner.
The
All
slob.
right.
Hey, Terry, Jerry,
out.
hope you guys made enough food for guests. You hear
Jerry
two,
and Jerry.
you hear two guys speak in unison. It's like, yes, we always make enough for more people. And with that,
Oh,
rather
that's
you
not terrifying.
look into the kitchen, you see
Oh, shit!
a rather interesting looking man, or men, I should say, as they're both
Yeah,
kind of
Terry and
over the
Jerry.
counter, both preparing food. And
Don't say anything offensive,
by the way, I
Evan.
didn't get a chance
But no, I guess
to.
two minds
The
about
fuck is that a Siamese person up here?
Yeah, Mom always says to be nice to travelers. I'm trying to be nice. I realize I forgot to introduce myself and sort of introduce a few things.
it. It looks like one of the travelers never left. He wasn't born of this fucking family.
No, that is indeed my brother's. I will ask you to be polite about it. My name, Frank Quest. And there is Jerry and Terry Quest. They're my brothers, and I ask you to just be totally cool about it.
What about Johnny Quest?
That's my
Johnny-
dad.
Yes.
He's currently out.
Is he on a quest?
No, he's
About.
just sort of swinging around the forest.
Oh.
The Tarzan?
That's an interesting story. That I'm
There's
sure
a
my mother, if she
correlation,
would
or
want,
what?
she can get into it. But he's kind of along the lines of that. Yeah.
I go and shake their hand and say thank you for having us in your wonderful home.
Revan,
Brother,
you
it's
walk,
annoying as fuck.
you walk up to the two man as they both turn to you and they nod their heads as they outstretch one of their very strong arms and shake your hands, like both speaking in tandem. Oh yeah, we know he can be a bit much. He was dropped on his head when he was young, but he means well.
Is it just his one head?
I'm sorry, I couldn't quite hear that with my 4 ears. What did that dragon man say? It's
Nothing,
very loud
nothing.
in this
It's not important. What?
He's
What-
not
could-
in the
could you give
kitchen.
me a
He's still
tour
in the
around?
entryway.
Could you give me a tour around this place?
We are currently preparing dinner, but I'm sure Frank can give you a tour if you'd prefer.
Hey, yo, Frank.
Yeah.
Why don't you take me around town?
Okay.
I-
Know what I mean?
And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and remove all the black bars. As he tours you around, kind of over in this area, there's a door over here that leads to a washroom. There is a kind of locked door in the kitchen over at this area right here. It's locked, but they don't really make too much reference to it. They then
That's what
kind
they're
of
gonna put up.
show you the two bedrooms, one where Frank stays, one where Jerry and Terry stay. They say that the locked room is where their mother does most of her things, and they leave it at that.
That's rich.
And with that, you see the quest home.
Eat.
Arrakis, Peacekeeper.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Sitting at a table. SAB is sort of kind of fallen onto the rug, just sort of sleeping. And Frank leads you back into the kitchen, like, yeah, that's it. Humble home out in the woods.
Like Frank's name should
Is
be
your
to that.
mother home?
No, but
What's
she is
Frank
indeed
do?
on her way back. She said she had a recent delivery to her church in the city, and that she would be making sure that's all taken care of before she came back. And Dad
okay.
should be back in a minute now. He usually likes to go for a little bit of a walk around the woods, swing around for a bit. He'll be back. Not much
Alright,
of a
I have a
talker, though.
question.
Oh yeah, what's up?
Do all of you practice the religion of Palor?
I mean, Mom's more of the Paylor nut. I think Dad used to be when he was young and understandable. Me and Terry and Jerry are too religious, but we respect it.
Okay.
Also,
Very
want to make sure, since I see you got the colors of, I think, the moon person. all religions, as long as they're not evil, totally fine in this house.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. As
No,
someone
really.
who worships a rather minor goddess, it's, it's always nice to be appreciated.
To each their own, I always say.
Is that what you always say?
Yeah, dude. I say a lot of things a lot of the times, but, I say that one a lot, too.
Could you please go get high? I would like to see you high. Or let's drink.
No
whatever.
difference.
No, nothing.
Getting alcohol
Actually
in
sounds
this,
smarter than
Absolutely nothing changes.
getting alcohol in this house is a bitch of a problem, and Dreamgrass sort of stopped getting shipped to this nation, so I haven't really had a good fix in a while.
Oh, you're a junkie.
I would say that. I'd say I'd like to party, and that's about it.
Then let's party, bro.
Terry and Jerry start saying we like to party, and
Party?
then Frank's
Like
like,
to
no, you guys definitely don't like to party. You partied once, you didn't like it. I'm not letting you do it again. I'm the one in this
Let's
house that
party with
parties.
everybody.
I mean, look, they
They
get weird when they party. You don't want to have
Parties
them
one.
party.
I have blue skin. Like,
I'm
weird is just follows me around.
not.
So, actually, I'm the least weird of this group, so
I find that hard to
shouldn't.
believe, but you're all a very colorful group, so I imagine some weird shit's probably the normal for y'all. No offense.
Just called you weird, Mina. Just so you
She
know.
just
This was an
admitted to
open
being
home,
weird. Anyhow, if y'all want to have a seat or something, or make up your, I don't know if you all got bedrolls or something, y'all can get comfy if you want. And as he says this, can I get a perception check from Revan?
Oh, god dang it. Yeah.
I was gonna say this also while Revan's doing that. Frank kind of looks to Mina and he's like, "So are you guys like a seasoned adventurer group? Like, I heard stories of people like that, and they're usually filled with whole tons of colorful people."
That's a
yes,
Color
actually,
history,
we do adventure quite.
A specific guess, accurately.
I mean,
Talking about color, man.
well, it's not a color thing. It's more about the fact that I
color
want
in our
to,
group, man.
like, what,
Don't see.
like I'm sort of both eager and fascinated about adventuring people. Like, what was the last thing y'all went on? As he's kind of like walking towards the table, pulling up a chair.
Underdark?
Is this fucker gonna try to join us?
Maybe he has something to offer.
But are you interested in
How's your
store?
attitude, man?
As everyone walks into the room, Revan, the window next to you, you see it slowly pulled open, and closing the window behind him is like a chimpanzee in a tunic. He just sort of lets himself into the house, looks at you, and just goes, and then kind of like walks off into the house.
I think that chimp like you. Feels like you either.
That must be Dad.
Yeah, wait, what the fuck?
is
Okay,
that
I go to the two guys and I say, a monkey just walked in your house, guys.
They
You
answer
doing
in
anything
unison.
about that?
Oh yes, that's our dad.
Alright.
It's a very long story.
So your dad is a monkey or has always been a monkey?
Does he happen to be a monkey, or is he a nutless monkey?
He
Big debate.
That's very important. Well, he has to have nuts.
That
He
is
has
a
to-
That is an interesting answer. So the Terry and Jerry look at you, Rev, and say, before he met Mom, he was a normal man, and then years and years after, he had a incident or an illness.
Backwards
Now he is a
evolution.
monkey, and he lives very healthy and very happily. That's all we will say about
But
it,
he's-
sir.
English.
Did you say he had an accident?
Oh, yeah.
He
He's
cannot.
definitely a nutless monkey.
He cannot speak English, Elf. But
He's
fortunately,
just formed for his wife. Nutless.
I like how this conversation between Revan and this two-headed man is filled with spectators.
Not much going on.
Well, I was about to have a conversation in this room with your people, but I was having Revan and Terry and Jerry talk first.
That's part of our ensemble. We chime in whenever we feel like it.
It's a group thing.
So, Revan, you get
Take
it.
that fun around here.
The monkey is indeed the patriarch of the family. He was turned into a monkey for reasons, and that he is healthy and happy as a monkey.
So apparently he pissed off the mom.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
The twins say no, not pissed off, not at all. It's
You know, you're Siamese. You know she did that to you.
they both sort of look at Peacekeeper, just kind of furrow their brows, like.
How many brows do they have? Do they have 4, or is one of them joined, so they have 3?
4 brows.
Thinking more of
Ooh,
a
that's a
unibrow.
good question.
There's 2
Yeah,
separate.
brows.
There's
Or
2
they're
separate
multiple
heads.
brows.
Their brows are separate, so there's 4.
Brow
They're
per head?
Oh, you're right. They're attached to the neck, so 4 brows.
Ah.
I'm gonna
Hmm.
ask the
Well-
elephant in the room question. Do you guys share one penis?
They both look at you, sort of offended, but they're trying to be as polite as possible. One sort of looks away,
Perplexed.
more embarrassed than the other. And the one looking at you is just like,
They have one body.
well, no,
Well, you
we
never know.
have
Uh,
one each, if you're so inclined
Oh.
to know. I don't know why you would look. I don't know why you'd want to know that. However, we wish to say up front,
maybe
we do
he-
not swing that
Maybe
way,
Revan
sir.
swings that way.
Oh, Revan does not, but he is interested. That's an
Like you.
interesting thing.
Both of them are horribly embarrassed, but the one still talking is like, we're not interested, and we apologize if that's what you were looking for. However, we do not want that. So if you can
What's for dinner? What are you guys making?
join your, we are making a classic meat and potatoes meal.
I give them- I give them some gold to thank them for answering my stupid questions. I give them 5 pieces of gold of my
It
personal.
almost
money.
seems insulting.
Like a war.
Oh, it's very
No,
insulting.
it's truly. No, wait. I tell them. I say, listen, this is for allowing us to stay with you. I apologize, but that was just a question that I had to get out there. Thank you for being so kind.
The one that was talking to you simply nods and says, "Tip is not required, but we appreciate it, and maybe next time keep such curiosities to yourself. Most people on the roads aren't polite as we are, as Mom raised us all." And they let you leave the kitchen as Frank is sitting at the table, kind of wide-eyed, waiting to hear your guys' story of like what was an adventure you went on.
What
Okay.
was the last one? The Underdark? Was that it?
Yeah, I think so.
Ah.
Well, no, we
Ah.
did fight off a bunch of zombies. I mean, that kind of counts.
Oh
Ooh,
yeah,
that's
that's a good story.
Who's gonna tell that one?
Well, the most important part is that Markalut left Vanith. That was most
They were never together. You can't say that he left him.
He left his ass.
He left the tavern.
High and dry. My boy over here knows. He knows what I'm talking about.
Noob.
High and dry, baby. He left.
I think that's still a sensitive topic for Vanith, and I'm saying that it's probably a good thing that he's not here right now.
Was Vanith that
Yeah.
big half giant you had in the wagon?
He's only half giant? I thought he was a full giant.
Well, from my
How come
Goliath.
half
He's a
giant?
Goliath.
Does it affect your size?
From like my understanding of like Goliath structures, they're like descendants of stone giants.
Okay. What about the Iron Giant? How does that factor in?
Oh,
I think
iron
the
giants are
Iron
a completely different thing. Those are like
Ah.
myths of like what is it, warforges?
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Have you guys ever seen a warforge? Those things fascinate me.
Have we?
What are they worth for?
Whoever is telling the story, roll an intelligence check to see if you have met a warforged.
Is that me telling the story?
It could be you. It could be literally anybody, because you have indeed been a warforged. But I want to see if you
Plus
remember it. Yeah.
Oh,
The
Like
last
we
part
do.
of
gal.
like the vault, the defender of the Underchurch was a ancient warforged.
Oh, that's fucking right. Yeah. Down there,
Yeah, we fought one. We
believe-
destroyed it.
I believe Revan has his head in his pocket, but that's another thing. Anyhow, you guys tell Frank of the
Oh,
story.
that's right. I do still have the head.
Where do you go get it?
It's
You
in my
guys-
bag. Wait, I pull it out.
You just see Frank light up as like, oh my
Yeah, turns out you-
that is
yeah,
metal
turns out we were
as
special.
hell.
It's literally metal.
You use other words.
I-
like I want to like you, but you keep saying stupid fucking shit like metal, and it makes me want to
It's like
kill
it
you.
irks you.
I apologize.
So please.
I was informed that I was dropped on my head as a child, so I kind of used odd terminologies. To me, they seem normal,
Not
but
a
to
pain
most
tips
people,
as a
are
kid.
very intolerable, and I apologize for
Aw.
that. But
Oh, you're
This is-
fine.
he kind of like pokes the head of the Warforged, like, this is something else.
I
You're
actually.
perfect,
Yeah, Stephen,
exactly how you are, honey.
Oh, shut up.
Hey, Bruno
He
Mars.
is. I do feel bad, but shut up.
I'm gonna smack you, Revan. Asshole.
Maybe as a gift to make it up, you could give him the Warforged hat. How about that? What do you think?
Oh.
I'm sure he'd really appreciate it. I mean, it just sits in your bag and collects dirt and dust.
You
don't do
sort
anything
of
with it.
forgot
Here's-
about it.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Let me look it over tonight, and I will give it to you in the morning to keep.
It's a no.
to-
That's like a
I
we'll
know
see
it.
when you're young and your parents say we'll see.
Sounds like
after
the
that
looking
and
over is
never
pretty
will.
arbitrary.
You don't have to give me the thing, but
No, I
if you
feel like
really-
I should.
Well, if you really want to, do something that's maybe beneficial to myself, maybe he's kind of like twiddling his hands together. Maybe tell my mother that I could join the Adventurers League in the city.
Maybe.
It's, I mean,
Oh.
it's all
Dude,
I
there's
really
always an
do.
ask.
Mhm.
All right, I will
That's
tell your mother
sweet.
that.
That's
and
not
I will
much
give you
for
the
us
hat
to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
after I do
Why would our opinion matter to the mother unless we have met her
Because-
before? Oh,
We are
Oh, shit.
adventurers.
I mean,
I'm
if you're
rough.
like adventurers from the city, then you'd probably be the best people to tell her how.
Actually, more urban adventurers.
Well, are you from the city?
I really like to be boxed in.
They like to be
Fair,
categorized.
but are you like
Pretty
guys
one type of
from the
adventurer.
city?
Yeah.
Do you
Is
do
the city.
adventures? So you're adventurers from the city.
Yeah,
That's
you
all I
guys
need.
can
I just
bulletproof
need
logic
people-
there.
Like
Tight logic there, boys.
all I need is an adventurer from the city to say something. It doesn't have to be like an official person, because she doesn't need to know. He kind of does like the wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Like I just need someone to say it.
Say no more. Say no more.
We'll take care of that.
And with that, you guys hear somebody walking through the front door.
Oh, thank
It's
God.
Mom.
Walking in the dining room. I want everyone to do an intelligence check real quick.
I am almost certain that
Wow.
we're a person.
Let's check.
Come on,
Ooh.
load.
Hell yeah.
Load.
Ian has a
Hell
22.
yeah.
Good one.
Peter's 14.
I'm so damn smart.
Irvin has 11.
Same dog, same.
Yeah, everyone, you see a very familiar face as one of the headmistresses of the Church of Palor walks in. The woman you literally handed the sacred text to, and the woman that Revan called a prostitute before she helped you all level up.
I was right.
It's
I was right from the beginning.
walking into the room is Talia Quest from the Church of Palor.
Oh shit.
As she walks in, she's like, Frank, Terry, Jerry, I'm. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding.
I'm so
Who's the
sorry.
prostitute?
Oh, man.
I knew it.
I'm so sorry.
Our opinion's really going to carry a lot of weight now.
That,
Oh god.
if I may speak,
I don't think you need to go to the city for adventure time.
everyone, if I may, Frank, yeah. I believe you've probably brought these people to our home, yes? Yeah, just like you said, if there's weary travelers on the road, you'd be polite, right? It's like, yes, I've said this.
True, you did say that.
This is my own fault.
Holy shit, you did say that.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
True, I am white.
I'm granting every single word I've said for a while now.
Well, your husband's a monkey, so I would love to hear about why that is.
It's probably a
Good point.
sensitive topic, Revan.
It is indeed very sensitive. She sort of
Oh,
walks into
Wait,
the kitchen for a
Mia,
second.
don't you have polymorph or something that you can turn it back into a human?
She walks out of the kitchen.
Um,
She walks out of the kitchen holding a bottle of something, just opens it, starts drinking from the bottle, sits
His
down,
viewers.
and simply says,
I turn straight to Frank and I say, I thought you didn't have any.
"What'd you say? I didn't hear the last word."
I thought you said you didn't have any alcohol in this house.
That's hers. It's kind of her secret. It's kind of her unsecret secret stash. It's only for her, cause she sort of gets stressed out easily.
I don't know
Okay.
why.
oh, I have comprehend language. I see if I could communicate with the
Monkey.
dad.
Yeah,
I like this.
let me find a placeholder for the dad. Let me see if I can't find a. Not a lot
This
of.
guy does curious research.
Not a lot of apes I have on the old image Rolodex. We are going to.
So.
Okay, we'll just do
go
this.
in.
There he is. He's the big black boxes. He just sort of like he hears his
Aha.
wife comes in,
American
walking in on
box.
his hands and or his feet and his knuckles. He takes a chair, sits next to her. He's just he just looks at her, pats her on the legs, and sits at the table. She nods to him, and she sits down. What did you want to do to the monkey dad?
I wanted to see if I could understand him. Maybe I could help some communication stuff if there's things he wanted to say.
Okay.
His family.
What sort
Should
of
ask him why the fuck he's a monkey.
what sort of spells do
Doesn't
you
know.
have?
I have
So you're-
comprehend
well-
language.
We'll look upon them.
You can go
Yeah,
ahead
look
and
up on
cast
that.
that if you'd
Okay.
like.
And I'm going to use detect magic and see if I can understand what kind of spell he's under.
Okay. We're gonna go with
Ian
Mina
spell.
first. Mina, if you want to detect comprehend language and ask ape dad a question.
Okay.
I guess it's chimp dad,
Um,
really.
Yeah.
Chimp dad.
Dad.
It's coming to you.
Superhero.
Hi there, sir.
Wait.
I understand that there's been some kind of accident, but it seems like you aren't able to communicate fully with your family. I was wondering if I
Monkey.
could understand you. Could you try and communicate with me?
Immediately.
You don't get anything he's saying, as he is a animal talking to you. Animals do not speak a language. Unless you were to cast
Excuse me.
Unless you were to cast
Did
speak
you-
with animal, you cannot understand what he's saying.
Not true.
Hey,
The Planet of the Apes
different-
said that they do speak.
Different animals from different regions of the same species have different accents, and you're telling me that. Fine.
The thing
Alright.
is, if you were
I'm
to,
sorry, I tried.
I will say this: comprehend language works with anything that speaks a language. Animals don't speak a language unless you cast comprehend animal or speak with animals.
I go and I
Alright,
put my
fine.
hand on his head. And I use detect magic.
You gain the sense that the spell is referred to as true polymorph. It was casted
Oh.
a very long time ago, and you kind of gain the idea that there's a reason for it, as he sort of like slowly just kind of takes your hand and moves your hand off his head. Not like an
Got cursed.
not like an
likes it,
actual wild
monkey.
animal who would probably claw at you. It just slowly reaches up and moves your hand.
Hmm.
He's sentient about being a monkey. He's aware of it. It's interesting.
Wait, okay.
So with that, Talia sort
wait.
of chimes in. Yes, he is fully aware of what he is, and there is a reason.
Did you do this
Dang.
to him?
Yes, I
Prostitute?
did.
Was
Why?
he cheating on you?
No, it
Did he
wasn't
sleep?
because he was cheating on me.
Did he sleep
Franklin,
with a
could
monkey?
you go help your brother in the kitchen? Or your brothers in the
Aw.
kitchen? Yeah, sure, Ma.
That's cool.
He gets up and
Poor
just kind of
Franklin.
leaves the
I
room.
actually kind of like it. Sad.
She looks at you all and says, "Okay. Do you really want to hear the story about how I saved his life?"
Ooh, that sounds like a great story.
You know,
Turning
sort
into
of.
a monkey.
Arrakis sort of changes like, I'd
What
rather
quality
hear
of life
the
is that?
story about how you learned true polymorph, but either way is fine. Very well. Long ago, I lived in this home alone. There was only the hillside estate I'd built, which was in the hill, behind the door that I assume you all know is locked. I was
Thanks for letting
rich. I brewed, I coveted, and I did what I did. I was young and stupid. Then one day, a priest paladin came along spreading the word of Paylor. That was
They do.
the man you see before you now, and she gestures to the chimp in the chair next to her. He just kind of waves like... He swayed me.
Mm.
I joined his cause. We had many good years together. And then we had 3 children together. One was born malformed, obviously, as you can see, and I did my very best to ensure he grew
One.
healthy. Listen, asshole, I don't need the commentary.
Okay.
I love all 3 of
Slow
my
down.
sons. And I've heard plenty of jokes. Oh, you love all 3.5. You love all 2.5 of your sons. Oh, you love your freak and your retard. You love all of them. Yes, I've heard every single jape, every single jest, every single joke. You may say whatever you like. My skin's grown very thick because of it. It's only grown thicker ever
Right.
since I decided to save my husband.
That's what she said. Sorry, continue.
Wait, how does that joke even work in the context where I saved my husband and then you say that's what she said?
Well, I was.
Yeah, you gotta
waiting.
explain that one.
I was trying to be respectful for you to finish.
Fair enough. However, I do remember you. You're the one who called me a prostitute in my place of worship.
If
Like
it
good
makes you feel any better, without knowing that this was you, I did tell your son that you were a whore.
It doesn't make me feel any better. In fact, it makes me feel worse.
It's okay.
I
He
just-
assumes that of most people,
He kind of...
not everyone.
Talia leans to you, and is like, was he interrupting his hit as well?
I don't know, but I would assume so.
Yes, quite. Anyhow,
Wait. Doesn't our tiefling friend have like insane amounts of magic? Couldn't he just turn this monkey guy back to a normal person and maybe even theoretically split the two?
Arrakis sort
Yeah,
of looks
I'll
to you,
be
Rev,
there.
and he's just like, well, I was studying in the palace. I learned a lot, namely removing stuff like curses and contacting other dimensions, but that's kind of like, I'm still very early in those practices, but I could give it a try if you really want, miss. And she sort of looks at him, taps him on the shoulder, like, no, this isn't a curse, this is a medical condition.
What fucking medical condition could cause you to save him by turning him into a chimpanzee?
He was prone to heart attacks. One year got very bad to where the doctor said that they didn't have any donor hearts. That if he wanted his best chance at least living a year, they said they'd give him a baboon heart that they had grabbed from the locals. I apologize, I've kind of really gone through this bottle. They had a baboon heart. I said to them, put it in him, it'll be fine. And they said, well, he's only given about at least a year solid. And it's like, don't worry, I'll work with that. So once he had the heart implanted into him, I turned him into a chimp, which he was able to live longer because of it.
Ah,
It was a risk, but we've now had 15 more years than the 1 year he was given.
aw.
He's been happy ever
That's
since.
sweet.
And while he does indeed sometimes let me know about the disadvantages of being a chimp, he is far happier being alive to see his sons grow up.
Aw.
All right,
That's a
Arrakis,
sweet
what about
story.
the splitting of the two?
I'd
Is
prefer
that
you not
possible?
split them. After so many years of living together, I don't know how they would do separate.
Arrakis, are you
I've
able
heard
to?
stories. I've heard stories of conjoined twins. Where if they do separate, both of them end up dying.
That,
They don't know how to
I'm-
survive without one
You
another.
don't understand. I'm only asking if he can. If she doesn't want to, that's her choice. I'm just
Oh.
curious if he can.
She looks to Arrakis after, like, she nods to Mina first, then she looks to Arrakis, and he's just kind of, like, sitting there, kind of nervous, like, I mean, if it's, like, a curse, I can attempt to remove it. If it's, like an extra dimensional thing, I could attempt to ask somebody about it, but if it's just, like, a normal medical thing, not much I can do. And she looks to him, taps him on the shoulder. He's like, it's all right. He is fine as he is, and indeed, it is a simple
Hey.
medical thing. Sorry, in private, I often refer to him as he, since I was told he was going to be a single, not the twins. But obviously,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. I'll admit I slip up every now and then. I'm getting old, and I slip up. That is fine. They have come to know this. They come to accept this. They're good boys. All three of them.
I-
And
Sure, they make great food.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Mr. Raven?
I said I'm sure they're going to make delicious food.
I hope you mean that in the sense that they are cooking right now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
eat them.
Okay.
Why would I eat them?
I don't think they taste very good.
I'm not a. I don't eat people. I do a lot of other things, but I don't eat people.
Listen, from our prior interaction, I don't know how to read you. You're a very peculiar elf, especially our high elf, so I'm just kind of going with the flow. I'm also halfway
All
through
I
the
did
spot.
It's
was
fair.
call you a prostitute. That is it.
Oh, my
Yes,
God.
you called a head of a church a prostitute. Oh me, what a
Hey.
small kerfuffle to make. It's like if I walked up to the king and called him a hooker.
I may have done that, but that's okay.
You called the... hold on, this is a new thing. You called the king of our nation a hooker.
Term of endearment.
They're very cheap.
similar.
Not exactly
Wow.
to his face,
How did you
but
people get into a room with him?
He needs us.
oh, I just snuck around and
Oh yeah,
got in
Revan
easily.
broke into the castle.
She sort of like
Yeah.
kind of puts the bottle on the table and just sort of puts her hands to her temples. She's like, "Oh my fucking god, you people are the actual like advanced archaeology people, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're not just understudies. You're there."
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, we're the crew.
oh,
Yeah.
that would be us. Yep. Are you supposed to help us? Because that would be hilarious.
Well, I can't help you immediately, but I do know of your mission, that you're heading to a faraway place. You are all welcome
Do you know of the
Adventure.
mission?
to sleep in this place. I know a little, but I don't know much, simply because I was not on the need to know. Oh, also, Mr. Trask told me he sent your payment of 200 gold to your establishment.
Ah,
For
good.
the bar.
Can you send a letter to a certain Aiden and tell him not to fucking touch a penny of it?
I can
Hmm.
see what I can do. I'm sure Frank will want to go to the city after meeting a bunch of adventurers. He always gets
Yeah,
so
on that
excited.
note, by the way, you should let him join the Adventurers Guild or whatever.
I don't know if that's safe.
I mean, I keep giving him the excuse that he's too young. However, now he's 25 years old. I don't know how well that excuse will hold up.
Does he have
Well-
any discernible skills other than
Oh, he's
speaking
surprisingly
in an
adept.
interesting way?
He's surprisingly adept at both harnessing magic as well as adept with a sword. And there is indeed a family heirloom I could give him, but I don't know if he's ready.
Maybe he'll really come into his own doing so. You know, since you are well connected, you could send him on like a fake mission.
Well,
and
Tune up.
like a way to it's safe, like with like bad guys that are actually like working for you
Get
and
his feet
stuff.
wet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd hate to patronize the boy, but I also would hate to have him in a situation of danger. He desperately wishes to take up his father's mantle. He's already seen his father's old adventuring gear. It's a horrible mistake I made showing him that stuff. It's every other day he has to say, "Let me see the magic sword again. Let me see father's armor again." And I'm just like,
It's not code for anything.
no, it's
Not
not.
code for anything. Magic sword.
It's not code for anything. We have a literal
Why not?
magic sword and father's armor. And the chimp just sort of like kind of beats his chest a bit. It's like,
What's Dad doing to Mom with the magic sword?
he was a paladin. They have magic items of sorts. That a fucking magic sword? What do you expect?
So yeah, you should. I mean, you should let him go.
Give me
I get
I want to have so Mina, Revan, and kind of Aragon gave a decent attempt. I want 3 charisma rolls.
3.
Everybody take one.
Yeah,
Oh,
everyone
okay.
gets
Sorry.
one roll, but I want a roll from each 3 of you.
Oh, nice. +1 charisma.
Mine
Ooh, that
wasn't.
might get it done.
Just exclamation
That's a
point.
17. Sorry. I accidentally did the exclamation mark. That's a 7.
So good.
It's an 8-foot squash.
Eye rolling?
Yeah.
Because I don't think you should go.
You don't think he should go?
I think you're holding the boy back.
Well,
A fucking man. If you want to join the adventure club, what's the worst that can happen?
He could
die.
literally die.
Yes, he could die.
Oh, clubs don't die. You
Yes.
just tend.
Two of us can die at any moment, so why not let him?
It's very expensive. to
Here's
bring
the
people
deal.
back,
If
but-
he dies, we'll go and we will find a way to bring him back.
I don't-
Seems like a
Me?
little bit of
Right,
excessive
that.
promise.
Don't hold me to that standard.
Mr. Reverend, I know of ways of bringing people back. It's just very time-consuming and expensive, and I would do it for my son, but you know what?
I'm conflicted.
I suppose you all have a point. He has proven himself time and time again. He has defended this home moderately well. I suppose on the boarding I shall take him to the city, or I shall have him go to the city with this letter you have for this Aiden, whomever that is. I shall give him his father's implements.
One suggestion.
Yes,
Maybe
please,
don't
anything.
tell him. Yeah, maybe don't tell him to like be buddy with everyone that he meets. Because he just welcomed us into your home, knowing nothing about us except for the fact that Revan wanted to kill him.
Oh,
That's not entirely true.
it sounds about
It's at least
Well, yeah.
partially true.
It sounds about right.
That-
But that is a good point. I will give him a lecture before he leaves. I'm sure those adventuring folks can teach him many things, but I tried to make him nice to people on the roads. Obviously, I've told them if they see
Nice
bandits,
is
don't-
one thing.
Yes,
Nice is one thing. Overly trusting is another.
that is true.
To regulate that a little.
He's actually fairly decent at reading people. Not like being like whether you're good or you're bad, but whether you'll actually deliver on what you say. And while I know the elf Raven, you said you wanted to kill him, I don't really see you as a cold-blooded murderer, even though you now have a second gun. I see you as more not kill for hire, but kill for opportunity. You would have probably seen much opportunity in just killing a random person out in the woods. That's more of like a
Oh, yeah,
To find
no.
opportunity.
psychopath. What is your friend?
No, I only kill people if they are threatening or obnoxious. And most of the time, they're
Oh,
empty
thank God
threats.
you didn't
Like
kill
with
my
Aiden.
son.
I probably
Holy shit. Oh my God, I got to. Okay, maybe not tomorrow, but within the week he'll go to the city.
Like I said, more cautious.
So, are you admitting that your son is annoying?
Look, it's my fault. All right, I completely understand that, but still, I don't get to vent a lot. I go into my back room, I drink, I occasionally do a witch's brew, I throw it out, that's all I do. And then I go to work at the church. I don't have a very distressing lifestyle.
Don't you just vent to your husband? He's a monkey and can't tell anybody anything.
Well, yeah, but he can't give insight. Like, when I talk to a person, I want, like, a response, and then he just goes, ooh, and I can't remember the spell for conversing with animals, so it's a very trialsome thing.
Oh, there you go. Arrakis. Do you know that spell?
I don't. I'm not a druid nor a ranger. I'm sorry.
Alright, I'm just trying to learn what kind of fucking spells you actually know.
Spells
so.
are very complex. I know quite a few things, but I don't know animals, I'll admit.
You know how to destroy entire buildings, but not how to converse
Technically,
animals.
yes. I guess I do. I know how, he kind of thinks for a second, I know how to teleport. I know how to kind of contact other dimensions. I know how to banish things. Bearing in mind they go well. I know how to make things bigger or smaller. It's very odd for wizards. We really have to study. And he just sort of shrugs at that moment. He's just like, I don't know.
Okay.
Oh.
So, as you guys talk, Frank, Terry, and Jerry bring in food. They sit down. You guys have a pretty hearty meal. It's nice. It's not super well cooked, but it's good. You inform Terry and Jerry that Vanith and Stramen are outside, kind of, watching the wagon. They take food to those two. You then hear a series of, what sounds to be backflips outside of the house by what is claimed to be two men of almost equal size doing flips.
What?
You hear kind of Stramen go like, "Oh, holy shit, this is impressive."
Guys, we're missing it.
With that, Terry and Jerry come back inside, saying that your friend Vanith says he'll sleep in the wagon. Straben also says he'll sleep in the wagon. If you guys want to sleep inside the house, just kind of in the entryway or in the pretty much anywhere that's on the map, you can. If you want to sleep near the wagon, you can. Talia then sort of nods in agreement as she goes into her back room, out of sight, but keeping in mind what you all have said. And then Frank is sort of like, just saying, yeah, if you guys, ever in the area again, feel free to stop by. Hopefully, one of us is here to check it out. Also, if you guys, if you did speak to my mom about, giving me the thumbs up, thank you so much. I've really been wanting to do something with my life, kind of prove I can do stuff. So, any benefit or any help, I greatly appreciate.
I'm gonna give you some advice.
Yeah.
Don't talk like an idiot. Learn how to talk in normal fashion.
I'll do my best.
This part of it has nothing to do with you being dropped on your head. I promise. Second part is, if you don't die, but if you do, then we're going to have to come and revive you because your mom doesn't think she's able to. So don't die, okay? And then I give him the head of the thing I tell him after we wake up in the morning that I will leave the head of the thing on this table for him to look over.
Warforged?
Yeah, that thing.
Dude. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me try and think this. Thank you very much, O noble adventurer. I appreciate your words of wisdom and your most gracious token. How's that? Is that alright?
That was
That was
incredible.
better. You're getting there.
Okay.
Good job. I
I'll-
pat him on the back and I walk outside to go sleep.
Thanks, dude!
I
Alright.
get in the cart and I turn to Vaneth and I say, I am very surprised I did not kill that kid.
Vanna's just
Yeah.
like, I mean, you can kind of be a bit much, but I don't think you'd be like cold-blooded murderer. I know you've come close, but that's usually just because people are assholes, and he's simple, but he's not an asshole.
I know.
Okay.
All right. Are we going to bed?
Bed.
I was gonna say,
To bed now.
do you guys
Roll
all
on
sleep
it.
in the wagon?
Yeah, I'll sleep in the wagon.
All right, so everyone starts moving back to the wagon.
Okay.
A little cramped, but it's decent enough, to sleep in.
Sleep
I'll
under
sleep
the
on
wagon.
the floor. I'll sleep on the ground.
I'll sleep on the ground under the wagon.
All right,
Yeah.
Peacekeeper gets under the wagon. Mina,
Under the wagon. Just make sure you put your head like right underneath one of the wheels.
Exactly, yeah. That way,
Keep
if
it
the,
from rolling
if the parking
away.
brake gives
I
out.
keep it from rolling away.
Aragon, do you go outside with the rest of the
Yes,
group?
I'm coming. Yes, I'm coming.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. With that, if I can get, let's see, I did write something down about the lunar circle because of Aragon.
Ah.
Where is it? Here we go. Aragon, if you could roll me a perception check.
Oh God. See.
16. You take a look up at the moon for a second. It's
Oh,
still an early
fucking
crescent. Nothing too much to worry about. You have like the general sense of not restlessness, but kind of that kind of usual feeling you have as you go to sleep. And with that, if I could have Mina makes a Constitution check, and Aragon makes a Constitution check with advantage.
Okay.
Great.
Get any? There we go. There it is. Edge.
Thank goodness
So
you have
that's-
advantage. Okay, 14. With that, we'll do Aragon first, as you kind of like have a moment where in the middle of the night you kind of wake up, see that you were clawing into the cart. Your nails slowly retracting back to normal, as you had seen that you would almost clawed a hole into the side of the cart. You take kind of a few seconds to breathe in, find your center, and you lay back down. Mina, you have another sort of simple dream. This time you're not alone, as you're joined by that kind of mysterious, what was the gem you were wearing? What was it?
It was a female.
Yeah, but what was the gem?
I don't
you had?
remember.
It was like a blue, what was it? Not turquoise?
Let me see if I have it written down. Don't think I have it written down.
Well, at any rate, you see that kind of familiar figure, clad in blue and kind of wearing, loose robes of black that are kind of reminiscent of, like, I guess, swimwear, as the two of you are now on that, like, black sand beach, a calm sort of sunset-esque sky that quickly alludes to a more combination of the night sky and twilight. You sit relaxing. It's peaceful. ocean breeze kind of blowing through your hair as she sort of looks at you and simply says, "You know, you'd be much more powerful if you had both me and my brother."
Oh,
That's
bitch.
okay. I'm mostly a healer.
That is fair. However,
Thanks for the offer, though. Yeah.
It's quite alright. I simply wish to inform you. I wish I had better
Mhm.
news as well, but unfortunately I can't sense any of our others nearby.
Aw.
I do hope you don't think
So you
I'm
still
trying
wanna
Oh, please go right ahead.
you still wanna reunite with all of your family.
Oh, yes. Once we're all together, we can go home. That's all we want.
Yep. Keep me updated if we're ever near anybody
Very good.
besides your brother.
Very good. I shall do my very best. And in time, I do hope I can serve you well.
Sure you will.
Peacekeeper, get out of the stream. You're not here. And with that, the sort of calming voice ebbs away as she sort of fades away. You still sitting on that kind of nice little beachfront, looking up at the night sky as you drift to sleep. Everyone getting a full night's rest, feeling rested, everything restored.
What about me checking out the thingy
What were you checking out?
ahead of the Warforged?
Oh, yeah, give me a investigation check.
Alrighty. Oh, baby.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
I got +6 on this bad boy.
Nice.
Please be good. It's average, but I guess technically above average. So
You start tinkering with it. You sort of find some chords that were knocked loose. You sort of start putting things together, figuring out how it kind of works a little bit. You don't know exactly you know the components. Like, oh, this plugs in here, this takes this takes that. You don't know exactly how it works. However, as you kind of plug everything together, the eye plates that were very much dark sort of slowly start to have a light to them. You kind of hold it in your hands to your face, like not right in front of your face, but you're kind of sitting with it in your lap. There's this kind of moment where you and Nate are kind of staring at each other. It doesn't say anything, simply because of the fact you think the components for it to talk were in its body. But it looks at you.
I take notes of everything that I do, just in case, if I might need them for later.
Okay. I will send you any appropriate information for notes, but for right now, you've seemingly managed to kind of reconnect part of its systems. It's looking at you, kind of you kind of do notice that it is examining you up and down as you're just sort of holding it.
Alright. I turn it off.
Okay, you unplug the bit, you pull the cords back loose, and the kind of dim glow from its eyes fades away again.
That was interesting.
Maybe make sure that
Yeah, I was
they
just thinking
can't.
that.
Yeah.
I don't want Dummy to accidentally do something bad, so... man, I kind of wish I didn't agree to give this away now, but that's okay. I will keep my word. And I remove the component that turned it on and keep it, just in case.
Okay,
Right.
you kind of cut out the bit of wiring that you reconnected to turn it on. You stuff that into your coat pocket, and you've now seemingly successfully disarm isn't the right word, but I guess completely deactivated whatever was left for this thing to come back to life as you just cut it loose.
It was close.
And with that, you guys all fall to sleep, and with that, I feel like that's a good place to end it for this week.
Yeah.
Well done.
Guys, nice job. Hopefully this little filler episode wasn't too much of a bore. And for everybody watching, thanks for checking it out. Sorry this is a bit of a short episode this week. Hopefully catch us next week with the rest of the cast as we get on to the next endeavor. And before we leave, if I can have someone roll me a d4 real quick.
Alright. Oh.
1. Okay then.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no.
I feel
Yes.
like this is bad.
All right.
I'm
All right.
concerned.
Well then, join us next week definitely because we're gonna have an interesting reunion. Until then, thank you all again for checking this out. We're here every Thursday night from 7:30 Central Time. You can check out the rest of the series, all 3 other seasons, on the Cast Iron Comics YouTube channel. And until next time, thank you all again, and we'll see you all around the house. Good night, everybody.
Bye.